Hello and welcome back. All right, so in a previous lesson on the Photoshop interface, we had mentioned how tools and options are organized within panels. And we have a ton of different panels from which to choose from to help us complete our creative vision. By default, we have a workspace called Essentials, and that includes panels for color, swatches, libraries, styles, channels, and paths. However, these are not all of the panels available to you. If you go to your window menu, you'll see a list of all the different panels from which you can work from. Now here we can select a different workspace other than Essentials, and those panel options will either be different or laid out differently or both. So we're going to go over how to rearrange your panels for an efficient workflow that works for you. And the other cool thing is you can actually save your new layout as a new workspace. So if you want to follow along, go ahead and select the Essentials workflow. Now don't worry if your panel looks different than mine, which it may depending on the version of Photoshop that you're using. All right, let's say we don't like how the panels are currently laid out and we want to rearrange them or maybe even remove panels that don't fit our workflow. So the cool thing is Photoshop does give you that ability to customize the interface for your workflow. So let me show you how this works. To move the panel, we just click and drag it to a new location. So just click one of the tabs and then move it to any location where you want. And if you do it over the document area in this part of the interface, then it becomes a free floating panel. And you can do that for any of the panels that you want to move. Then, if you want to regroup them, select one of the panels and drag it up to the other one. So in order to reattach the panels, make sure that the top area is highlighted in blue, like you can see here, and then release your mouse button. Now you have both of those panels grouped together again. You can also stack the panels on top of each other. To do that, grab a panel and place it below the other panel until you get this little blue line. Now release, and you now have that panel stacked on top of the other. Then, if you want, you can move that entire group of panels back into the right side. Just click on the top bar and drag it to where you want it. Once you see that blue line, again, release, and all the panels will then be added back into that location. You can also remove a panel by going up to the Windows menu and deselect that panel that you want to remove, or let's say you have a free-floating panel. You can then click on this little X to remove the panel. Now, if you need a specific panel, however, it's not listed anywhere over here in the workspace, then just go up to Windows and select the panel you want to add, and Photoshop will add it to your workspace. All right, let's say you need more real estate for your workspace. You can also collapse the columns to be smaller. To do that, just click on this little arrow icon here, and that will condense the panels and show you icons for that specific panel for easy access. Click on those arrows again to expand it. You can also increase the size of the panel column by clicking on the outer edge and then dragging it left or right to resize it as needed. Now, if you collapse those panels into icons and you still need more workspace, you can actually hide the panels by clicking on your Tab key and your panels will disappear. Press the Tab key again and your panels will be unhidden. All right, here's another quick tip. Let's say you want to still have easy access to your tools and not hide them. You can do that by holding down your Shift key and then pressing the Tab key. This is going to keep your tools displayed while hiding the other panels. Then, to bring them back, hold down the Shift key and Tab key again, and then they will reappear. All right, once you have your workspace set up exactly how you want it, You can then save that workspace for future use. You can also have a different workspace set up for different types of projects. You can have one for web design projects, another for print media, another for working with photographs, or any other type of project that you may need a specific workspace for. Having a workspace layout for a specific project will help increase your productivity by allowing you to focus on just the panels you need for that project. In addition to that, you can also save specific keyboard shortcuts and custom menus within that workspace. So if you remember from a previous lesson on creating keyboard shortcuts and customizing your menu, you can also specify those as part of your workspace. All right, so let me show you how to save the workspace. To do that, you're going to go to the window menu, go down to Workspace, and select New Workspace. Here, you can give the workspace a name, and then you can also select to have keyboard shortcuts and menus specific to that workspace saved to it as well. How cool is that? I love it. All right, go ahead and click Save, and now your new workspace will be available under the window menu. Now, if you decide you no longer need that workspace, or maybe you made a mistake, just go back to the menu and select Delete. And there you have it, organizing your interface and creating custom workspaces for a fast and productive workflow.